Well, here's my review of the Gamo Urban 22. It has the Tasco Bucksite scope on it. I got that for $16 from Walmart. It had really good reviews, and it is a good sight. Here's a 3-shot group at 25 meters. I don't know if you can see that or not. I kind of pulled that one a little bit, but as you can see, 25 meters, which is about 25 yards, maybe 26 yards. I have to do the math, 3.37. But anyway, I zeroed it at 25 meters. I bought the PCP pump off of eBay for, it's like $40. I think it was with free shipping too. It said made in China on the box, but the gauge here on it, I don't know if you can see that, it says Japan on it. So it's a good pump. At first I put it all together and I had to go out and buy this brass coupler right here where my thumb is to hook the probe to it. I use Teflon tape. I keep it in the Ziploc bag to keep it clean. And I plugged it into the fill port up here, and it was just hissing air all over the place, and I swore up and down the problem was the probe because it fit in so sloppily. But I got some 409 spray, get it out of the bag here, and sprayed around the fittings while I had it plugged in and pumping, and then I could see it was, even though I had a ton of Teflon tape and everything on it, was hissing out of these fittings. So I put some O-rings there, and I put an O-ring there and squished them real good. And it works, it's tight. And the hand pump works. Once you get down to, I don't know how accurate the gauge is on the front of this. Gosh, can I? Anyway, you can see it's got a, do I need to zoom in? How do I zoom with this camera plus? Yeah, I don't know which is more accurate, this one or that gauge. They're both pretty close. I know that once I get to the top of the green on that one, this one's right at the top here too. So, and when I get down to, let's see here, we get down to the number 2 on here. I guess that's times 1,000, 2,000 psi on here. I recharge it, and it's like 75 pumps or so to get it back up to 3,000 psi. Between 3,000 and 2,000 I get the best accuracy and the best power. Once I get below 2, it starts fading fast, and you start tearing holes in the pot on the target instead of cutting clean ones like that. The Bucksite scope, $16 from Walmart. Comes with scope rings, but they're not the good scope. They're not the ones that fit this. You need the 10.8 millimeter, 11 millimeters, or whatever. And I had a couple of them laying around, so I used them. But I really like the scope. I mean, unbelievable for $16, and you can tack drive like that. It's clear. Down here at the rifle, it's got the 10-round magazine. People complain about the price, but as long as you don't lose this one, should be a problem. It's magnetic, so when you put it in, it kind of gets sucked in, which is good. Made in the United Kingdom. I figured that was a better quality to buy something made in England versus other places, Turkey, Asia, wherever. I know the Germans and the British have been making air rifles a long time, so that's why I elected to go with this. Not only that, but Walmart had them on sale for $212. I think they're back up to $226 or $246, which is still a good deal. I've heard of people damaging the silencers on this by double loading 2 pellets, and that's kind of a, I don't know if that's true or not. I've seen them damaged, but I'm not sure if that's the cause. I don't see how 2 pellets being launched out of here would cause that to happen. I'm sure they would both rifle on out, but I've heard of that. So, and it is pretty easy to load 2 pellets into the rifle, because this bolt, let's see, I'll take the clip out. This bolt here, it's all the way forward. I'll pull the trigger. You can pull this bolt back, not all the way to where it doesn't click, and you're like, oh, you might struggle with it if you don't know how much effort it takes to pull it all the way back, and it will click when you get it all the way back. But let's say, for example, you don't get it all the way back, you get it close and you let it go. Well, it puts a pellet in there, and then you pull it all the way back so it clicks, thinking, good, I did it, and then you shove it forward. Now you just loaded another pellet, so you have 2 pellets in there. It is loud without shooting pellets out of it, because you're just blasting air. But anyway, that's something to be aware of. Easy to do. And that explains the 22 caliber cleaning rod I have there. I had to push. I double loaded 2 pellets in here a couple of times, and I had to shove them out. The scope's good. I think I covered the PCP pump. So $200, pumps $40, and then scope. You know, for less than $300 you have a tack driver. Oh, and the pellets I was using, I did research before I bought this rifle. I was looking at a lot of them in this introductory price range. And the best pellets that I saw from guys testing are these H&N Sport Terminators. And they seem to do really well. That's what I used. It didn't cut holes. It didn't tear holes. It cut holes in there, as you can see. So, good pellets. Good review. So I cheated a little bit there. I didn't do my shooting to prove the good pellets versus the bad pellets. I'd done my research, and these were supposed to be good pellets, and apparently they are. This was not done in a vise. I was just bench rest. I didn't use sandbags or prop up anything, just my elbow and my hand and my fist, and launched 3 pedals. That's a 3-shot group at 25 meters. Great air rifle. I've heard you can take this rubber buttstock off and raise this cheek rest, but I find it to be satisfactory where it is. It's just an air rifle. People say that it's super light, and I guess I wouldn't know. It's the first PCP air rifle I've ever owned and held, and it's got some heft to it. I wouldn't call it balsa light or anything. I don't know. Maybe because I have a scope on it or what, but I mean, it's not heavy like an M60 or a 50 cal or anything, but it's definitely not the weight of a Daisy repeater, a little toy. I mean, this is actually substantial. This is a serious air rifle. They usually go for $400 or $500, which is really inexpensive for such a quality air rifle. But right now, I see them at Walmart for like $226 or so. So get them while you can. It's a great air rifle. Thanks for watching. That's my review of the Gamo Urban. Thanks. Bye.